You are live. I never do this stuff, so I never know. Everybody always does their lives.
I do a live.
I don't.
We're
I've never done a live
live.
that I was actually in it. I did a live like showing things.
Oh yeah.
So we shall see. It's good. Moving it. You look good. Okay.
I just have to remember
What?
not to stare at that.
The brightest, yeah.
The
That's where your eyes first go.
The bright lights.
I guess.
Hey guys, this is Monday night, and we're keeping it real with Krisi. Tonight, we've got Fudge. He's on the way here, but we have my good friend Reem.
Oh.
She's filling in for him until he gets here. We're gonna dock him for every minute he's late. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we have a great show tonight. We are gonna talk a little bit about one of my favorite things, which is relationships, love, and dating, and specifically online dating, because we all know this day and age, the way to meet people has changed. Online dating is a huge thing. Some people it works for, some people it doesn't. So we definitely want to get into a little conversation, see what your thoughts are, how you feel about it, and kind of dissect the whole thing, because there's so many elements to online dating that a lot of people might not even realize, especially if you've never done it. So
Yeah.
I know from my personal experiences, the online dating is very tricky. There's no specific good app or bad app. I think it just whatever
Sometimes.
works for you.
Yeah. I mean, some are certain types of apps, so you sometimes stay away from them. But I've known people that they found.
Well, like Tinder.
Yes, but I know people who found
Tinder
and found their love. That's very rare.
It is very rare, but there's a lot of ways to do it. I mean, I know people that meet other people just on online gaming. Like they're playing games online against people that they don't know, and you strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going on a date. And I would never, thought that would be a way for somebody to do that, but
It's still a networking.
I mean,
so
it is,
makes
yeah.
sense.
I mean,
their
it's crazy.
common area. So it's something they already have something mutual in common.
What they like to play Candy Crush. So
Yeah.
I guess if you're going to give each other tips on Candy Crush, and that's your thing.
I guess so, right? Yeah.
Or scramble. You want to scramble with people who aren't your friend. Just be careful, because there's no profile or pictures or anything, and you don't know who you're talking to. But that's any site. I mean, you could get catfished very easily these days. Catfishing is huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I personally, Match.com, I've been told, at the time when I was looking for somebody, because now I have to say I'm pretty happy in my life.
And it worked for you because it wasn't Match, but...
No, it wasn't. But I did happen to meet somebody on a dating site. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but it was a site that you wouldn't normally think right off the bat that you would meet somebody, or that you'd want to try to meet somebody. But, when you're out of a bad relationship and you're bored and you just kind of want to see what your options are.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go to Tinder like you've done, probably a couple of times before. But Tinder, I think it's funny because, Tinder's got a bad rap. I think the way that it started was Tinder.
It was supposed to be a regular dating site in general. Then it turned into because you could find someone 5 minutes away from you, and they're like, oh, and a lot of young kids are on there, and they just want to have fun. So it turned into that type of site.
Well, it's just easy too. I think the thing about Tinder that's great is you can't get contacted by anybody that you don't want to be contacted by.
I don't use it, so I have no idea.
Well, I mean, if you go on there and you create a profile, you can say what you want in somebody, your age requirements, and I believe that only that age requirement is allowed to contact you. Like it'll only show you matches within the requirements that you want. I'm pretty sure as far as age or religion, ethnicity, etc., whatever. So with that, nobody can contact me as a female. Okay, so my other females who have been on dating sites before know how, and you're not trying to like toot your own horn or anything, but you know how difficult it is to weed through messages of random people, like one after the other, after the other, after the other. So a lot of people I know are like, oh, like the thing about Tinder that's great is you like have to swipe left or swipe right. That's obviously their
thing that,
swipe, and there's plenty of jokes out there for it, but you can't get contacted by anybody you don't want to on. If you don't like them, like if you like them, they have to like you. That's the only way you could
both have to
get
like
contacted.
Each other.
Right.
Okay, that works out then.
So that's what I do like about that specific site. And people have told me that, obviously they've met, it's got a bad rap. It's a hookup site. Obviously it tells you where the people are and location to you. And I don't know exactly what the statistics are, but you can find love on Tinder. I've known people that have met their significant others, actually went on there specifically looking for a hookup and wound up really being in a relationship with that person. So I think it just, listen, we all know what it is. When you're not looking for it, it'll happen. Yeah. So it doesn't matter where you go. If you're trying really, really hard, I'm sure the chances are going to be a little more difficult. But in Tinder's case, like that's what I do like about it. The thing I didn't like about Match, which I've never signed up for, but again, as a single person, you try to see what options you have and what's the best thing to do, because you have to pay for those sites. Yeah. And you don't want to invest your money into something if you don't know what it's going to do for you. So with Match and everything, and even like eHarmony and Plenty of Fish and all those other sites, you can sign up. You can say what you're looking for in somebody. Like you can say, this is my age requirement. This is what I'm looking for. I don't like smokers. I don't like whatever it is. They don't care.
They send you everybody.
Oh, you will get the most. You'll be like, this guy looks like he's like 70 years old. Why is he hitting me up? And you put in there, okay, so my age requirement is like 25 to 38 or whatever, and it doesn't stay within that. Even on Match, which I don't. It pisses me off actually, because it's like if you're going to invest your money into it and you know what you're looking for, I get it. Like you have to open up your.
Yeah, but if you put requirements, don't go too far out of my requirement. I get it if you want to show me a little bit of difference, but I've definitely seen it because someone's made me try those things, and I was like, that's not even close to anything I put on my
on your profile. At
all, absolutely nothing in common either. Like it's not even like anything mutual that I'm like, okay, maybe that's why they got connected with me.
It's confusing because I'm just like, if you get bombarded with like that, I'm gonna say thousands. It's a little
but I know what you mean. It's a little far-fetched,
but it's a lot. Like when you're trying to meet somebody, but you just have random people that you're absolutely not interested in, and you have to weed through messages and people, and a lot of people have told me that they stopped doing it because it's just too much. You just get too many notifications in a day, too many people hitting you up that you're not interested in. So it's funny. There's a lot of different sites out there. I'm not familiar with all of them. I mean, I know Plenty of Fish has been around longer than Tinder has, longer than Match.
A lot of people have enjoyed Plenty of Fish more because it's more serious than trying to find somebody. Yes, it could be used for hookup too, but I've noticed that it's more people on there want to try to find something like relationship-wise.
Yeah. So the thing is, you just have to find what works for you. And if you're single, I mean, people have constantly talked about how they don't do online dating. It's not good. It doesn't work. And I think that, as long as you're putting yourself out there, listen, it's different for everybody. We got my boy Fudge. He just walked in the studio, so we're going to have him come sit down. We're really excited to have him here as always. We have to make a little room here. You don't mind being in the middle, right?
No, I don't mind being in the middle.
All right, good, because you look good, so you should be in the middle. Hey, everybody, if you're joining us right now, Keeping It Real with Krisi and Fudge. And my girl Reem is here visiting with us.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, welcome.
Are we good?
So, John, Fudge.
Yes.
Hello.
We are talking about one of our favorite topics.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Online dating.
Online dating.
Mm-hmm. You know why? I don't know why. You know why I love talking about this?
Why?
Because there's so many different opinions on it.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people have so many different experiences
because you hear
with
so
it.
many horror stories and you hear like success stories.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, sometimes they're like so far apart that you're like, that's a little crazy.
I know, like I said, for me, like the best app, like right now I'm I'm pretty happy with where I'm at, and thanks to Plenty of Fish, which,
See?
like I said, got out of a bad relationship. I was just out there seeing my options and happened to. Actually, I found this person. They didn't actually, it wasn't like I was being messaged and I weeded through like, you normally do. You're like, no. I was like, you know what? I think I'd have a better chance if I looked into some profiles and biographies and, this person caught my attention and we struck a conversation up and that's been, it's been good for a while now. So I have to say it worked in my case. I mean, it doesn't work in everybody's with maybe that particular site, but if you like Tinder and you like hooking up, there you go. Have fun with that. It's not the only reason why you go on there. Match.com, which people pay for. I mean, you don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, I shouldn't have to pay for that. Like, listen.
No, they're supposed to be filtering through things. It's supposed to help you more.
But they say Match.com and eHarmony are great. Like the sites you pay for, they say you're more likely to find somebody because they're paying too. Like from a female's perspective.
My love don't cost a thing.
I'm with
exactly.
Well, actually it do because you got to go on a few dates and stuff.
You do. Yeah. Well, as a guy,
yeah.
It's like you and for a guy, like being in the dating scene and going online, like do guys like automatically know right off the bat, like I gotta take girls out on dates because it's this chivalrous thing to do? But these days, I mean, do you think that a woman should? I always offer. That's one thing I want to throw out there. I always offer, if I'm on a date with somebody, I mean, let's face it, I'm sorry. I'm 33. I'm not married. I don't have kids. So I've been on, a handful of first dates. And I've always offered to pay my share. Because I feel like the first date, when you don't know somebody, you can't really expect them to pay if they didn't have a good time, they don't like you, like, or they're just supposed to pay for you now. I mean, I say, if you want a second date with me, you better pay for me, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, from a male perspective, as far as if you ask a woman out, you should have enough to cover both.
You should.
Yes.
Me personally, I come from, I guess now it's an era.
It
wasn't old school before.
It wasn't, but now it's.
If I ask you out, then I expect, I'm expected myself to take care of everything.
Right.
Yeah. And I agree with that. I'm the same. I'm assuming if you ask me on a date, I'm assuming you would probably pay. Yeah. But I do make sure I have money just in case.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to be washing dishes.
No,
like we both didn't bring money. All right, so I guess we're never going out again because you're dumb and you're broke.
And I definitely offer, like, because when the check comes, I definitely have it. So they say no, that's different, but like I definitely already have it ready to like pay my part. Yeah. Just because of that. But it goes vice versa. If I ask you on a date, I'm expecting to pay. Yeah. That's my thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I mean, most guys don't like that. Some don't like it, don't expect it. But if I'm asking you out, I'm assuming I'm gonna pay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
and it's
that
not taking advantage of it.
No,
like, so when we going out again?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, women do that too. I mean, there's obviously a handful of people that go online. I mean, from a girl's perspective, they probably go online just to be taken out on dates. Like I actually have a friend, and I'm gonna shout her out. She is mad funny. She's my girl, Kim Manfrey. She's a comedian. She has made me laugh hysterically with some of the things that she talks about when it comes to stuff like this. And, one of her jokes was that, like, if I feel like going, I want to go out to dinner tonight, I'm just going to go online and find somebody to take me out. And it's true. I mean, listen, there are women out there that do that. And listen, to each his own. If that's what you, if that's what you want to do and that's what you like. And then there's women that are like, women empowerment and equal. And I don't want a man to treat me like,
listen,
okay, listen.
I'm a feminist myself, but that doesn't mean that I don't want a guy that could take care of me too. I could do everything on my own, but it's nice to be taken care of also.
Yeah, you don't want that to go completely away.
There's two extremes. I get it.
But I think with online dating too, I mean, it depends. Like, when you're on your first date, like let's say it's somebody you never met before. Like Tinder is funny because it tells you who you're friends with. Like they have a connected part. So it says you have to connect through Tinder through your Facebook. So when you meet somebody, like if I go through the profile, I see Fudge over here and I'm like, ooh, like he's handsome, blah, blah, blah. And I look down, I can see everybody we're mutual friends with.
Oh, okay.
So right off the bat, if there's somebody in your group of friends that I'm like,
Yeah, nah, for real.
Most chances are, like, I'm either going to be like, how do you know this person? Or there's so many ways to strike up a conversation with people on online dating, on Tinder, or, you see people on online dating, and you
Yeah.
might not necessarily want to go out with them, but you're like, oh, hey, what are you doing on here? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, duh. What do you think I'm doing?
It's crazy because I see like these apps are taking over now.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of people don't even really know how to start a conversation.
No, it is. It's crazy. No, it's crazy because they're just nothing. You're like, hello, are you there?
Excuse me. Or like one word answers like every
like that.
30 minutes, 40 minutes. You're like, all right, like listen,
Yeah.
you're probably talking about 5 other people in between our conversation.
Yeah, because they're so used to doing it on the keyboard. So it's like, can we just text each other?
Yeah, I don't like that. I was talking to somebody I don't like that now day and age is everything's through texting. Like no one wants to talk even on the phone, and in person they're like, how can you talk to me on texting so much and then in person you have no personality? Like there's no one home, there's nothing there, and I'm like, I had one guy that was saying, he's like, I've talked to you more in the last 3 days than I've spoken to anybody in 3 years on my phone. I'm like, that's sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad. And I'm like, how do you not want to hear the person's voice? How do you get to know
gotta
somebody?
You can't understand what people are saying,
and especially
through text.
because you can misread it. If you're angry, you're gonna read everything in a pissy mood, and you're like, "How dare he say that?" And he's like, "I was just saying."
What you mean? Have a nice day.
What do you mean?
Being sarcastic.
Okay, KK. Oh, the okay means you're mad. The KK means we're good.
I had someone that said that because I used to write. Some reason I used to okay. And like just 2 O's and a K. And I was like, what's the point of that? What's the attitude? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right off the bat.
Why are you saying ook?
Ook. What's ook supposed to mean?
What do you mean? He's like, obviously, I was like, it's just how I write okay. And I literally stopped doing that because people get mad when you write just K because that's you telling them shut up. I'm like, what the hell? I can't keep up with that stuff.
Well, that's why, like, if you're really the kind of person that's actually looking for somebody and you're on a dating site and you want to meet the right person, these are the kind of people you probably want to stay away from. The people that don't want to have a conversation with you. Unless they're like a doctor or, like they're doing a job where they're not allowed to be on their phone all day or can't. It's completely different if they want to answer, hey, I just wanted to say hi, I had a minute, like, and they text you. Like,
no,
at least that's a thought.
I give you that. But, like, that's different. That's completely. But you could tell when people are just ignoring or they're actually busy.
And how long do you think, like, so as far as online dating goes, and I don't know if anybody has, any feedback out there, and I got some people watching right now live and people on the YouTube and Area 22 Productions. Don't forget, if you haven't yet, make sure Keepin' It Real with Krisi, Monday nights, 7 p.m. You could catch it on YouTube. You could go to the website, Area 22 Productions. And also, we're streaming live from our social medias, so make sure that you keep up to date. But anyway, so as far as dating online and meeting somebody right off the bat, how long do you think until you meet that person and right?
How many times talking?
People have told me, and this is the thing, like, I have so many friends that have done online dating or do online dating, and everybody, like, again, everybody's feedback is different. So people have said, well, I just want to meet them right off the bat, right away, and see if it's even worth it to continue talking. Good point. Yeah. Other people are like, well, I don't want to just meet somebody because I want to get to know them a little bit on the phone or talk to them for a little bit before you even, get the opportunity to meet up in person. And again, like, I'm sure to each his own. It works differently for everybody. But I'm the kind of person where, like, I feel like because there's so much catfishing and things these days, at least you got to get a FaceTime or something in there before you meet them in person if you're going to spend a lot of time talking first.
We didn't even have, like, and I sound old, though, but it's just like I was telling you over the phone, when I went to college, we had Black Planet. And MySpace.
And I've never even heard, MySpace.
No, I've heard Black Planet.
It turned into a dating site.
But I've heard of Black Planet. And MySpace, I remember back when I saw my MySpace just for my pictures, like I told her.
I still have it.
Yeah, I still
you probably get messages of...
But I remember I used to get these crazy messages, and I'm like, who are you? Like, and random, and guys, I don't know what you guys are thinking, not you, but like...
Nah.
And some guys send some things, and I'm just like, whoa, I don't even know you. There's certain pictures I do not need to see.
Yeah, well, that's
it's like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's the thing. You never know what you're going to find on these dating sites. Yeah. I mean, like, one of the things that turns me off the most when you're looking through pictures is a guy. Funny enough, my boo, who I met, happened to be, his profile picture was him with his shirt off in the picture, but it wasn't like a close-up of his abs or anything. It was him on the beach, and it was from far away, and it looked like he just, like loved to adventure. Like he liked to travel. Of course I did a little bit. I mean, but it wasn't like my initial my initial thing off the bat wasn't like, ooh, let me see this guy with his shirt off. Like, it was his profile that actually caught my attention in the biography. Because, I'm not going to tell everybody about my man because it's my man. So back up. But what drew my attention was the fact that he said, if you can't keep a conversation with me, then I'm going to be quick to cut you off because he gets bored easily. And that was a challenge to me. So it made me feel like, okay, he wants to have a conversation with somebody. He made it very clear. Like, to me, that's somebody pointing out that, like, they are interested in more than just a pretty face or hooking up, which is great. And that's obviously what we all want. We want to meet somebody that's interested in us as a person and not just what we look like. So that, to me drew attention. But normally when you go through those profile pictures, especially on Tinder, I mean, like, I haven't been on there in a long time, but when I was at the time, sad, lonely, and miserable, and like, I just need someone to take me on a date. You're like going through, and people got pictures of their dogs, and like they're like, don't take pictures with your friends, your girlfriends, or guy friends. Yeah, like, who is? I don't know if that's your sister or your friend or your girlfriend or your wife. Like, that. I mean, that's happened.
Yeah, it should be a picture of you, girl or guy. A picture of you, your face, whatever.
And not with you and 20 guy friends, because I don't know which one you are.
Guy, like, you don't need to be like
over here in the middle. Okay, there's like 5 of you
in the middle. Same as the girls, and you're like,
he was the one.
I'm trying to weed out which one you might be.
I was taking a picture.
I was taking the picture of my friends because I love them so much. No, but the girls that put up nothing but like half naked pictures, same as the guys. I'm like, to me, it sounds superficial. They might be great people, but that kind of is it's almost like a red flag in the beginning. That makes me kind of like, I'm not sure.
What do you think, John? I mean, I know you're married and you haven't been in the dating scene in a while, but as far as online dating, like, what was something that maybe that caught your attention from a female when you were going through the process?
Even though, like, I've never used a dating app, my friends have used Plenty of Fish and stuff like that. I've heard stories, success stories and unsuccessful stories. But actually, me and my wife actually met in person, but at the time, I wasn't looking for a relationship because I had just gotten out of a, not a bad relationship, but it wasn't a relationship that was moving anywhere. So so I guess it was bad. So so I was at a different place, and so when we met, I was like, man, this girl is way too fine. And it was a similar situation where she came to, it was at a show that I was doing, and she came with a whole bunch of guys. I didn't know after the fact that they were her brothers. She has 3 brothers. So I was like, there's no way this girl is single. So I didn't even think anything of it. So she hit me up on Twitter about possibly doing the show. And then I did my homework. I looked on Facebook. I'm like, oh. So then I got to, see how she was. And then, so I tried to pursue her and gave her my number. She rejected it the first time. And then I was persistent. And
you're going to take no for an answer.
Like, just in case if you forgot this, here's my number.
Like, just for the show,
Yeah. And so then that's how we started the conversation. And, and we talked on the phone. And that's usually you can gauge it if you can. Once I knew that we talked almost to like 7 a.m.
That's a good sign.
So I was just like, all right, and then you connected this. Oh, I like this song. I like this song, and then stuff like that. So that's where it grew. But if anything, if I say anybody that's looking for a relationship or looking for that perfect someone, if the person wants you to do well or be better without them even being in the picture, like, just for yourself, like, just encourage you to be a better person. That's the person that you should, at least have in your
life somehow.
Somehow, in some capacity.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, friend or
no, I agree. Everybody in your life should be someone that's out there for you to help you grow and to uplift you in a way. Like, no one should be bringing you down into your circle.
Yeah, if you got negativity, then stay away from me.
That's why I say to people,
slap
I
that
have
shit
some
right out the way.
That I love from afar.
Yes.
You can't be around me because it just drains me. I can't have that.
Yeah.
So, but I think with the whole meeting up thing, I get it with the catfish because sometimes you don't want to start feeling for someone and then all of a sudden you meet them, or when you do find out, you're like, oh man, you're not even the same person or whatever. You got feelings a little hurt, but I feel like I want to talk to you a little bit to see if there's a little bit of a connection that's worth to go on a date with you.
Right. Well, I think too, like I said, when you meet somebody for the first time, if there's somebody that you met online or even a blind date, like let's say you get hooked up with somebody that, I got somebody for you, meet them. meet somewhere like a coffee shop
Yeah.
or like a bar just for a drink. Don't do dinner. Don't do movies. You
I'm
don't
with
want to
you
do
on that.
something where you're stuck with them for a long period of time. Because if
I'm
honestly you're
with
not
you.
interested and you're stuck with them, or the bill becomes a little too expensive, and then you feel bad you have to pay for half of it, then you're stuck in a situation that you could have totally kept from being in if you just met up quick somewhere. You want to be in public. You don't want to be anywhere that's private. You don't want them to pick you up because people are scary these days.
I won't have anybody pick me up even for the first couple days.
On a dating site.
No,
I'm not even at the second time. I don't want you to know where I live until at least a couple months in, because
I'm with you on that. I had a boyfriend that I had for years, and before he'd be like, "I'd pick you up," I was like, "Nope, I'm gonna come meet you up," because you just never know.
You just
never know, and I don't want to be stuck somewhere. God forbid you do something, or then you just have me hostage for whatever reason. No, I don't like it. I like to know I could run when I need to.
That's crazy, because I wouldn't even. I mean, because this is hearing it from
our side,
Because guys, sometimes we don't even think about that. Like, we just like,
you're trying to be a gentleman, I'll pick you up, and I get that, and that's most of the time that's what guys are thinking. But like, my thing is like, I just want to make myself safe, just in case.
Yeah, you want to feel safe, exactly.
Yeah, because sometimes I've had some creepy dates that I'm glad I had.
Listen, there's a lot of creepy people out there in general. I mean, like, and a lot of these people that are online dating, like, they're posting pictures that aren't even them, or they were from like 15 years ago.
Yes,
they're like, oh, like, that's totally not you. And a lot of people, listen, I don't care what anybody says. You're generally off the bat attracted to somebody by their physical appearance.
Have to be.
Of course, their personality will make or break that, and will shift how you feel about them. But we all can agree that when you see somebody in person and you don't know them personally, it's always their physical.
It's the first look. Of course, that's why I hear people, looks don't matter. Eventually, looks don't matter, but you have to be attracted to the person. So the looks come to they're your first impression of them.
Yeah, and just don't lie. Just don't be one of those people that you're posting pictures of yourself that aren't you, or
completely
that are years difference, like in weight or hair, anything. Like, listen, some people just like what they like.
No, but some people go crazy with the Photoshop. Like, if you want to like fix a little stuff because the camera got whatever,
well, that is
fine.
Photoshop.
Yeah. No, and someone's just too much, and you're just like.
Well, we were talking about the Snapchat filters. If you're on a dating site and every one of your pictures is a Snapchat filter, this is why you're single. I'm sorry to tell you.
I don't even look at. I don't look at with the little halo and the little
halo, and they got the little angel eyes, and you're like, she's so
cute. They give you the foundation. I was like, how the app give
look flawless? Listen,
they
make you look flawless too.
Those apps, they give me the most beautiful eyelashes I've ever had in my life, and I can tell you they're not mine. Okay,
but like, you have real pictures too, though. That's the thing.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
One thing I always made sure of when I was doing online dating was, I wanted to make sure people knew I was the curvy woman, because, don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to just show my face so that when you see me in person, you're like, oh, you're not a size 2. Like, I don't want to date. Okay, well, the nephew, here you go. Here's a picture of me and my, voluptuous self in photos, and you can either reach out or not reach out, but don't,
No, I agree.
Don't assume like people are gonna be happy to see you in person if you're not being your true self online. And this goes for anything, even social media, like Instagram. We talked about this last time. Mm-hmm. Lots of Instagram models out there, and to each his own. If you're making money or have followers doing what you do, which is just posting pictures of yourself on social media, then that's awesome. But in all honesty, like when it comes down to trying to meet the right person, how do you expect somebody to take you seriously?
They want because you're superficial. Mm-hmm. It's not real. It's you're hiding behind.
It's not real, and this is what we do. We
keep it real.
Keep it real.
Because social media definitely will make. A lot of people don't know their true selves.
No, and that's why. Yeah.
And so a lot of people are just hashtags and usernames. And it's just like, when you get to the real meat of it all, a lot of people just don't know what it is to be in a real relationship.
Yeah, because they could hide behind a screen. Mm-hmm. Again.
We're all just artificial intelligence.
Sometimes. Yeah, no, I know.
We're avatars of love.
Yeah, right. I've never been big on social media and stuff like that. Because of that, I like interacting with people.
Yeah.
I like
social media is awesome because for the simple fact that your wife was able to, you were able to kind of get in contact with her when you first met her.
My wife should have been she should have been a private investigator. she found out about me before we had
that's a girl thing.
Oh,
that's a girl thing.
Well, yeah, you can Google. I mean, you could Google someone's name.
We got like FBI talent. We could find, if we need to, we could do something. I don't do it, but we can.
I'm not like that. I don't know. I have friends that literally they could hack into your phone just by thinking of what your password might be, and I'm like,
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time for that. I don't have cares for that.
But if you ever need to, girls are really good at that.
Oh,
I just don't have the time for that. It's too much. Way too much.
We do, we do what we got to do, though. I mean, don't think I won't get my friend to drive me past your house one night and make sure that
you're home when you said you were.
Oh, we did. I mean, when we were younger. I mean, I never. Listen, I'm not gonna say I never did that, but
when I was
like,
a kid,
girlfriends. That's I mean, as a guy, would you have guys? Do guys do that?
What?
Pass by the girl's house.
Do they pass by the girls? Do they get their guys to drive them in their friend's car past someone's house?
Make sure she's home when she says she's home sleeping.
Yeah, they probably, but they probably won't tell their boys because they gotta act like they're mom.
I don't care.
So that they'll if you see somebody driving in a hoodie, that's them.
Yeah.
Or if they're way in the back behind the trees and the bushes, that's probably.
I hope to God.
People with binoculars. Okay, we don't want binoculars. People, don't be creepy. Don't get out of the car. Just do a drive-by.
Don't wear a Jason mask somewhere.
Listen, drive-by is completely normal because sometimes
a drive-by to look. Be careful
people
with saying a drive-by. Drive-by to look.
Drive-by to look.
Just to look.
Yeah, not drive-by like you start throwing
Yeah, none of that. No.
salami on their car and stuff so that it peels the paint off. And
no.
Yeah, you don't want to do any of that. All right. No, but people are crazy. That's why I was talking about also with people on these dating sites. Like, I find it weird that there's a lot of people from different countries.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel bad because you almost feel like they're new to the. They're like new to the area. They don't know anybody, so they're like, I'm from France, and I am looking for somebody to advance. Like, no, don't talk to me because if you can't take me to grandma's house for lasagna on Sunday, I don't want to be a friend.
Before you get there, I'm only going to tell you this because I thought the same thing for a while, but like my cousin is here from Egypt, whatever, and she has met so many great friends through that, and she was telling me, I'm like, oh my, she's like hang out, whatever, just to connect with people. She's met people from all around the world, people around here, just for her to get to know places she's not from here. She lives in Connecticut, I live out here, so we don't get to see each other as much. And she was telling me, and when she goes away on vacation or something, she went to like Florida, she just met up with people, commonplace, open, public,
right,
and just hang out. You get to meet people. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. No one does that. And she went there to meet people. Not really. Yes, people were trying to. People were. But I thought that was amazing. I was like, oh my God, no one does that.
Yeah,
like,
I have
meet
a
new
friend
people.
to this day from Germany who, on MySpace again, in Facebook, I thought it was one of those fake things. Mm-hmm. But, liking music, making jokes, we're still friends to this day. She's actually a model. Shout out to Kathy. She's a model in Switzerland. And she came out here to New York for a shoot. And she was able to, we was able to hang out and actually, because we were talking online, video chat and all that stuff. So it was actually cool. And we're still friends to this day. Awesome. She, knows my family. It was cool. And she got to see our culture. Yeah. And we got to learn about her culture.
That's awesome.
And it's more common for people outside the U.S. that's normal. For them to do that. I think it's us here that we're so
well, we got it.
Plus New York, where there's who are you?
Well, I mean, think about it too. We're on an island, but it's a small island. No, I know. So everybody's that's why I said with the whole Tinder thing, it literally, you can't meet anybody on Tinder and it be like somebody you never met before.
It's somehow connected.
It's showing you. It's like this. What is 6 degrees of
separation.
Kevin Bacon? They call it.
Kevin Bacon.
I've never heard that.
It's like every single person in the entertainment world has like some connection to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. But so it tells you who you're connected with, and I hate to say it, but how many times I'd seen somebody on there that I didn't know, but then I see that they're friends with this chick from the club, this chick from the club, this chick, and I'm like, yeah, they definitely are in the club a little too much and friends with all those people. Definitely not somebody I want to. Not that they're not good people, but just not what I'm looking for. So it's funny, or these guys, they're on there and they're talking to you, and then you're telling. I knew a girl that was talking to the same dude as some other girl. She was telling her friend about this dude, and she's like, "Oh my God!" She's "I'm talking to him too." And
but you want to know something? It depends.
Heads or tails?
No, but it depends on if you're just dating. Like if you're just sitting and getting to know people, and you're trying to see the pool, that's different. But be upfront. Listen, I'm dating. I'm trying to meet people. But if you're saying we're exclusive, and then that's different. But dating is, I feel that's fine.
But it's tough because when you live on where we live, Long Island, you literally can get anywhere within 45 minutes, let's say, I feel like. Unless you're going from one end to the completely other. But
like my house,
But so, it's small. So, what, for people that are on the island, let's say, we're in the country in general, how far are you willing to go to meet somebody, too, online? My brother, for instance, lived in a small town in another state, he was having, very, very small town. So he was having a hard time meeting people. So when he had done online dating, that's how he met his wife, my now sister-in-law, who love her to death. Shout out to Liz. And she was in another part of the country. She was in another country.
Wow. Oh, wow.
He's in the U.S. and she's she's Canadian. So, and they had to have like a good hour and a half.
Me too. I thought you meant like other side
of
the world.
No.
But like, yes.
But like when you're in the northern part of the U.S. and you have to go outside of the U.S. to meet somebody because you're like literally that desolate of an area.
That's pretty cool though.
And it worked out for them. I mean, they were an hour and a half away, but for people like us that live here, we would never drive that far to meet somebody.
No, not really. No,
an hour and a half. Go to Brooklyn. I go to the Bronx.
Yeah, no,
but that's still not an hour and a half from where you live.
Some places, no.
For me, I live in. I'm not.
Don't tell them where you live.
I ain't keeping it that real.
Yeah. No, but an hour and a half isn't that bad because it just sounds U.S. kind of sounds.
I told myself. I think 25 miles. That's my max.
I mean,
and then I realized that I knew everybody in my 25-mile radius. I said, all right, maybe I have to venture out.
Within New York, from Metro New York to like Long Island, I really don't go too far upstate because it could be hours. Yeah. So I was somewhere in New York for a while. I mean, like if I really can't, what I'm finding around here is whatever. Maybe I'll venture out.
I would even do Connecticut. That's the thing too. When you're on Long Island and you have like the radius, it tells you Connecticut. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta get on the ferry for this shit. That's like now I'm really trying really hard. That's like desperate.
My guy was in Connecticut, so it happened. But it was worth it. It was worth it to stay because it was fine for that. But
so was he from Hartford?
No, New Haven.
New Haven.
Yeah, New Haven.
Just as far.
Well, regardless, I guess it worked out in your case, but
for the time being, when we were together, I mean, he's out. That's
we know what we need to do. Maybe we need to make you a new profile.
Yeah.
We need to pick out. We need a good set. We need you guys at home to tell us where you think that Reem should sign up for. We get her some nice dates, good guys.
Christian mingle.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's not Christian though.
Mingle with a Muslim woman. I don't see how that works. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like sometimes if I'm on Christian mingle and I'm like, hey, I'm a Muslim, they'll be like, what the hell are you doing here?
Okay. So that brings me to my next question. So when you're looking, so let's say there's J-Date, which is for Jewish.
They have Muslim ones.
Yes,
they have
people who are Jewish.
Black ones. They have this. They have black people. Yeah.
Now, what about a little white Italian girl like me? Do we have like whiteitalianmingle.com?
They have like Italian.
Not that I need that. No, I'm just saying.
No, but they do. Literally, you can find everything from almost every.
They have something for literally every group, but not every. But there are no. But there's no restrictions. Like I could go on J-Date. Yeah. I want to meet a nice, rich Jewish guy.
Yeah.
My mom always told me I should, but I did date a Jewish guy once, and he was great, and nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like sometimes you like for me, like I was always interested in like dark haired, dark featured.
That's just what you
Italian and Spanish guys.
I was about to say dark feet. I was like, ooh,
dark feet. He got the fungus.
You got dark feet.
No, we don't want that. Keep your socks.
Toes that look like they was frosted.
Oh no, please keep your feet away from me. I don't care how pretty anybody's feet could be. Just dark features.
Like dark hair, dark feet.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
No, but
it's scary.
And the thing is, because like.
It's scary.
The exclusive songs, some people just really like to, because that's just a mutual. He's still laughing about the feet.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna bring in a pair of dark feet for you. But some people really like to be with. They feel like they understand them more, the same culture, same whatever. I get that. I happen to date international, like I've been internationally. I have like black guys, Spanish guys, stuff like that. So I don't really. I'm open to almost anything.
Broad spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. It's just more like I have to find you attractive, but then your personality has to just catch me. If you're a creep, if you're just a player, like some guys just want too full of themselves. I'm sorry, I can't. Yeah. Some girls are too bimbo-y or too full of themselves, too all about like wanting they're there still just taking pictures all day, like. Don't have your phone with me if you're on a date. Do not put your phone out.
That's the thing, too.
If you have, I'm sorry, and I know because we're older now. Like, I'm at 31, so yes.
Who are you talking about? I'm not old.
Older. Did not say old. Older.
Same age as Jesus.
Older than what?
Older. But most people our ages have kids. So I get it if, like, you want to keep it, if you got, marriage book or whatever it is, and you want, just in case something, fine. But don't be checking, don't be on it, no.
Well, I mean, have enough respect if you're on a date with somebody that you meet online. Well, of course you're gonna have that because they're assholes.
I had someone on the phone.
That's when you're out of coffee. That's why you go get a cup of coffee. This way, if somebody does something like that, you could say, Thank you for my $3 coffee. Have a nice day.
Definitely $5.
But that's what I said. If you're not,
And go to one that you don't go to normally.
if
Like,
you're
don't go there
on
every
your
morning.
phone, if you're on your phone during the day, that means you're not having. That's showing
You're
the person you're with.
You're not
enjoying
interested.
it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because
Yeah.
that's why I was like, I don't want to know about your vacation while you're on your vacation.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. Like me
Just
and my
tell me
wife still
afterwards.
haven't shown pictures from our vacation.
Just tell me
because
afterwards.
We were too busy.
Having fun.
Yes.
Having fun.
Yes.
That's, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Having
That's,
fun.
yeah.
Yes.
Baby making. The baby boom.
That's fun.
I'm trying to
But
go
no,
home right now.
Yeah, right?
My
No,
wife, right?
absolutely.
Get
And
out of here, no.
I'm more the type, I'm in the moment. I'm not about like, oh, I have to show everybody what I'm doing right now. I don't care.
Right.
I'm in the moment.
Well,
Most of
when
the
you're
time,
having a good time, exactly.
you're not paying attention
You're
to
not
that,
paying
but now
attention.
everything's like, it didn't happen unless I took a picture. It didn't happen unless I put it live. It didn't happen unless there's proof of it. And that's not true. I'd rather tell the story like, oh my God, I wish I was there. Next time you go, tell me. Like, make me come there. So you just...
Well, also, there's a lot of creeps out there, so you really don't want them to know you're not home. You know, you're out,
Yeah,
where you
matter of
are,
fact,
what
we
you're
go-
doing. Like, you know, I used to check into the gym.
a hologram.
That was another thing that scared me, okay? Like, I found a lot of people online, like, when you do the online dating thing and you're looking at people, like, in a radius around
Yeah.
your area, like, they're going to your gym. They're going to your library. Not that I've been there any time recently.
found where my library
But,
was.
yeah. They go to your local bar, your local stop and shop. I mean, they're around. So, like, if you go on dates with people and they work out at your gym specifically is the worst place to, like, go when you've dated people
'Cause that's
online.
weird.
You come here often?
Yeah, like, or you say, I checked in at the gym, and they're like, oh, my God, me too. And you're like, oh, no, they're watching me right now. This
No.
person's going to come up and say something. Oh, my God. Like, you start
Yeah.
getting nervous. You're like, I don't look like this in my pictures. I don't want you to talk to me right now.
Yeah, I'm not that type of girl that shows up at the gym looking pretty. My hair is wet up.
Listen, I give credit to the
Makeup's
girls
not on.
that do. I mean, especially
you
if
can
that's
do
like
it,
their
there's-
life, or if they do that for profession, I totally
different.
get it. But otherwise, like, I'm there. I need to work out. Like, clearly, I have to do some cardio and sweat my
I'm a
ass
sweat.
off.
You don't wanna
Literally.
talk to me.
So, I mean,
Squats
I'm not
with-
there.
Lipstick.
Yeah.
I know.
You got the
Full
makeup
face.
like running down their face,
Full
like their
face,
raccoon eyes.
yeah.
You're like, you want me to makeup wipe? I got you.
And I was like full face and stuff. No, I just no.
I see somebody already
I know.
commenting
I
on
know.
you.
Commenting. Well, you know,
Oh.
that's it. That's why we want to tell everybody where they can find
Yes.
us. You know, again, if you don't know, YouTube, area22productions.com. Our social medias, you know, we're trying to get the word out. It's our new show and it's our baby. We want to watch it grow. So check us out. It's every Monday, right? 7 o'clock.
Every
And,
Monday.
we're not done. We're just, you know, we're
Yeah,
just
we're
plugging the
We're
show.
just letting
so.
you know.
We're just letting you
And to
know.
all the Twitches out there, make sure
Twitch.
you continue to watch us on Twitch.
And we want to also, as always, thank Bear Dynamics for their wonderful equipment, video, and audio. We couldn't do it without you guys, so thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And Bear, I need a headset because I'm trying to learn Spanish this summer. I need a Rosetta Stone. I have it, but I just need a headset and a mic.
There you go.
Some mics. So real quick, we're gonna actually say goodbye to Reem.
Bye,
We've got to
guys.
jet out of
Oh,
here.
I have to head
She's
out.
a busy business
I'm a
lady.
I'm a busy girl. I just came to support my girl.
She
I
came
hear
to
you.
help us out. You know,
Yeah.
talk about the single dating scene because
Yes,
you know,
don't worry, I'll be back.
out of our group of friends,
Yes.
we're literally the only two that still aren't married or have kids. So we
Yeah.
get this a lot. We get picked on a lot for it, but I think we're the
We do.
happiest.
And it's always like, why,
Y'all gonna
we
be
are.
there.
We are. And
Yeah.
so
We're
always-
good. We're
the-
happy.
The question's always, why are you still single? Because you see what's out there.
Can you see why is this girl still single? This
Yes,
is why we're gonna
ladies
set
and
you up,
gentlemen.
girl. We're
Listen.
gonna
No,
set
let me
you
know.
up.
There you guys go.
We gonna
Have
find
fun.
it.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
we
Don't
got
forget
our
your phone.
girl. We're gonna miss you, girl.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right.
So don't forget to check Reem out. Also, Instagram Peaches and Reem. If you
Ooh,
can't find,
Peaches and Reem.
just message me, ask me. She's a awesome makeup artist as well. If you ever, we're gonna have her back on the show so she can do a tutorial and everything with that. So
Yeah,
maybe
can you? 'Cause I
can
need,
fix you.
I need to hide this luggage under my eyes.
Oh, we got concealer for
I'm
that.
tired.
That's a whole nother show, boy. Don't you worry. So, regardless though of people that can't find love on online dating, there's a lot of people that do. I mean, again, for instance, my brother and my sister-in-law, God bless them, they met each other online. People that go on Tinder may not be looking for love, but they wind up stumbling across it somehow. I guess you find somebody as fucked up as you are, then
Yeah.
good luck.
My parents met on the line.
Online, which line?
I'm the line to get into the party that they was at. So that's same thing.
Online,
Just back in
oh,
yeah, they
see?
met on the line.
And like, there's not obviously just online dating isn't the only way to like meet people, but it really, I mean, it is good if you're not good at getting yourself out there, especially when you get older. It's a lot of older people too. I mean, with the divorce these days, divorce rates really high, and
Yeah.
people I know, as a bartender, speaking to a lot of older people that come into the bar that are single, and they tell me how hard it is to meet, other singles their age that are normal. And let's face it, I don't think anybody's normal, but
Nope.
I think you just have to find people's crazy that works with your crazy and just go from there. But and I tell them all the time, I'm like, they're afraid, like maybe they're not they're not tech savvy and they don't know how to work an app or really like use their phone like that and stuff.
They still have a flip phone.
Yeah, and they're like my dad with his big fat fingers. He's trying to hit one button, he's hitting 3 at a time. But he got a new phone, thank God.
Yeah.
But
Congrats,
it's
Dad.
yes, thanks to my dad. He in general, the people that age that might not know how to meet people, I think that that's a great way for them to do it, because there are a lot of people their age looking for, love still. And it's hard. It's hard. Where can you go these days really to find people that have the same interests as you, that, aren't married? Because, I go to the supermarket. This was before, obviously, I met the person that I'm seeing. But you go to the supermarket, and I live by myself. I do my own food shopping.
How do you meet somebody at a supermarket?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out because they were, go to the supermarket. And I'm like, every time I seen a cute guy at the supermarket, he has a kid with him.
Yeah.
Which just tells me he's either married with a kid or he's divorced with a kid. And both of those never work.
Yeah, because single men don't go food shopping.
Exactly. Well,
you might have to go to Dollar Tree or something.
Dollar Tree. So you want me to find a broke single guy at the Dollar Tree? Listen, it doesn't matter where.
I'm just trying to get in and out. That's it.
Or maybe a comedy show. Maybe you can meet somebody at a comedy show.
Hey, that's an option. I have a comedy show May 5th at the Governor's Little Room in Levittown. That might be an option.
It's a big room. We got a lot of single people that go there too.
Mm-hmm. And I'm inviting a lot of my single friends because, they're good dudes.
They're good dudes.
I don't hang around.
So if you're looking for a funny date, then you could go check out John at his show, and maybe he'll get some single friends at the bar for you. Buy you a drink. Yeah. Again, a drink. So you can get up and leave if you don't like them.
Because it's 2 drink minimum, so they're very expensive. We're going to go to Krisi job afterwards and then maybe drink more.
And you hook it up.
Yes.
That's right.
Keep it going.
So we're getting close to... How much time we got left there, Mark?
10 minutes.
Okay. So I guess what online dating is a very tricky thing because, I don't know, I just feel like, for me, it worked. For me, it was a good experience and a bad experience. Bad because of the people that I had met on there previously that were scary. Mm-hmm. Somebody actually, shortened their name and didn't have a face. I don't have Facebook. And, it was seemed too good to be true at first. Good looking guy. Went on 2 dates. And then it turned into, I just have to be honest and tell you that I still live with my ex-girlfriend. Whoa. Right off the bat, you're like, okay, this is probably why honest. I can't find you on Facebook. And your name was shortened. And, it's just... You can, it's creepy, how people are online. I mean...
Yeah, because they can hide. That's the same thing with internet trolling. It's just people can hide behind their screen and keyboard and be whomever they want. That's why I just watched the movie Ready Player One, Steve Spielberg movie, where half of the people, everybody in the film doesn't even matter about their surroundings. They're all avatars. Yeah. And that's how life is. That's what relationships, that's why people get divorced and everything like that, because social media... It's crazy.
Yes, it's a hell of a drug. And with the thing with Facebook or online stuff too is you got to be careful, because I watched a movie yesterday that actually kind of scared the crap out of me, and it was it's on Netflix. It's called Trust. It's called Trust, I think it was. So it's a newer movie. It has some good actors in it, well-known actors. So Clive Owen's in it. Clive Owen. Who's awesome.
Yeah. And I ain't had that name in a while.
I know, right? He's the dad in the movie. Good movie. Actually, it's disturbing in a way because it's about his daughter. She's 13 years old. She's online talking to what she thinks is a teenage boy. They develop a relationship through messaging, and he then tells her, well, I lied. I'm actually in my freshman year of college, and she's like, oh no, or her sophomore year in college, and then it turned into he's 25, and then she meets, she goes to meet him in person, and it's a middle-aged guy.
Oh,
And it's scary because, you know, she'd already been talking to him for so long. And that's the thing that's scary too, is like you could be talking to somebody for a long time and really connect with them and really feel like you know them, and then, you know, meet them in person and you're completely deceived or you're completely thrown off or taken advantage of. And that's what happened in this movie to this young girl. I mean, for somebody she thought she trusted, then took advantage of her, and it turned into, you know, obviously what you would think it would, which was he was just trying to, you know, get with a young girl, videotape it.
yikes.
And it was a really scary situation because, I mean, this is happening a lot out there. And, you know, if you're older and you're more mature and you know not to share certain information or how to really pick and choose between people that you may be interested in, you know, just be smart out there when it comes to online dating. And, you know, put yourself out there, do the right thing, be real, don't hide yourself, don't put fake pictures up or photoshopped pictures, because the chances are when you meet that person, they're not going to be happy that you lied to them.
And half of the time they probably lying too. So you got to keep it real.
Yeah.
Yep. And set standards. Make sure that you set standards for yourself. Set realistic ones, so that you won't put yourself in a position where you know, Clive Owen is looking for you.
Yeah. Or, you know, maybe look your worst on a first date, so it'll only get better from there too. If they can like you, it's like that saying, what they say, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah, but they got to know what your best look like.
Yeah, the profile picture. I'll be showing up like, I just got out of the laundromat.
Like, you all right? Well, okay.
They're like, yeah, no, I wouldn't have done that. But, you know,
would have helped.
No, but just be real. Just be yourself. You know, you'll look nice. You want to dress nice. You want to make a good first impression. But, again, you know, I would always recommend going somewhere kind of quick at the beginning, like maybe coffee. If they don't drink coffee, I don't know, like ice cream. You want to go get an ice cream cone? I mean, whatever it is, just make sure if it's the first time you're meeting this person, it's like a quick meetup. This way, the next time you meet up, you feel more comfortable maybe doing something like dinner or them paying the full bill or pay, you know, like, and as a female's perspective, and I'm going to keep it real, I hate girls that just automatically expect guys to always pay for everything. I'm not saying, again, I'm not the kind of woman that's like, oh, women should be equal to men. I love being a woman in a man's world. I'm okay with you opening the door for me and me looking cute and you letting me go first and paying the bill. But I do my part. I like to show that, yeah, you know, I just want to empower women to allow men to be men and while still having, you know, respect and femininity for themselves. But, you know, again, don't be afraid to offer to pay your part of the bill and show that, you know, you can handle your own. Because I think men are more attracted to women that don't come off needy and that they want somebody with money. Because there's a lot of chicks out there that are like that do want just to date somebody with money or will marry for money and then...
Because guys will... And guys, like we was talking about makeup, guys, we don't like a lot of makeup. We really want a woman who we can be ourselves with, because guys, we have to put on the front all the time. So does ladies, and we know we both front to the point until after that infatuation phase goes down, and then you actually get to know each other. But if you take the time to keep it real with each other in the beginning, you know, things will you can get to the meat of the relationship pretty quickly.
Yeah, you want to get to know that person.
Time.
Stop wasting time, people.
Yes.
We're running out of time.
We don't have no time. There's going to be another nor'easter.
by the time you find your match.
You're going to be snowed in. Your connection going to be messed up.
Oh, well, listen, as long as I got my kitties and I got my TV and my Netflix and this show, Keeping It Real, Christine Fudge, I'm happy, so I'm good.
Yes,
but again, like I'm happy. I mean, online dating worked for me. I have no problem meeting people in person, but you know, at 33, you know, you find ways to meet people. It gets harder, so I can't believe I just told everybody my age. But yes, I am in my 30s.
Did it twice, actually.
Listen, I'm not afraid. I keep it real. I don't care. I'm the kind of person where I'm happy with who I am. I'm at a good place in my life. I think I look good for my age.
You do.
So fuck it.
Yeah.
Right? Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens. And
online dating is a hell of a drug.
Yes, it is. I'm glad that I didn't have to experience online dating, because I don't know what I would do. Because I don't know. I'm weird, so I probably would have picked like weird choices. And,
but that's the thing. There's so many choices.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
I can't choose anyway. I have problems. Like I can't even go to Cold Stone because I get nervous because I just want everything.
You want every flavor. But that's the thing with online dating too. It's like people find it hard to meet the right person because you go on there and you make a connection with somebody. You talk to them for a couple of days. Maybe you go on a couple of dates with them. And then, even if you don't sleep with the person, let's face it, a lot of people do that. They'll sleep with somebody right off the bat. But even if you don't, and you have this connection with somebody and you don't hear from them, it's like, oh no, what did I do? I thought they were interested in me. They said, even after you met, they were still in contact with me. But they just, as easy as it is to pick up a new person, you drop them one right off. So it's like, people might have like a list of names that they keep in contact with, but then they're still searching through profiles in that time. So everyone, I got to talk to this girl. And then I got to talk to... So then they wind up dropping off, or guy, It's true, though. There's a lot. I mean, there's so many people that are in this pool.
Yeah.
And guys always tell me how they get catfished. I'm sure, like, from a guy's perspective, girls are really quick to appear in pictures as they're not in real life. So they feel like they're misled a lot. And from a guy's from a woman's perspective, it's the same thing with, with the guys. It's like they have so many girls that they're talking to. So it's hard.
But everybody that's hooking up, watch out, because your computer is not going to be the only thing that's going to get a virus. So y'all got to make sure don't hook up with everybody that you meet.
Yeah,
make sure
careful.
you get to know the people. Be realistic with your goals. Be realistic what you want out of a relationship. Be upfront so people know what they're getting into.
Exactly. Because, we want you to keep it real just like we keep it real.
Yes.
And again, keeping it real. We're here every Monday night at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
We want to thank Bear Dynamics again.
Yes.
We can't
they sound so
stress enough how wonderful the equipment is and the video and the audio. Do I sound good here? Am I sounding good?
I got
All
two
right,
mics
good.
over here.
You got two. One for one face and one for no.
Yeah, from one cheek. 2 cheeks. Oh, yeah.
2 cheeks. So we want to thank you guys again. We're running out of time.
Man, I just got here.
Yeah, we got to talk about this again one day because this is a topic. We see a lot of people interested in this topic and love getting involved in the conversation. So if you guys have any questions or you want to comment on anything, again, be sure to check us out on area22productions.com. Also, you can find us on YouTube. Again, Miss Krisi, Instagram Miss Krisi, Facebook Krisi Ardito, Fudge over here.
Fudge the Comedian, and also you can hit us up on Twitch. We're on there too, Area 22. You know what to do.
You know what to do. So we want to thank you guys again, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Same time, same place, same face.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real. Bye, guys.
Oh, it's not really good. What up, Rodney? What up, man?
Hey, guys, make sure to check us out on YouTube and the website, Area 22 Productions. Bye.
Are we still on it? Oh.
I'm trying.